We'd better buckle up for this one. One team already ranked in the top 25, the other sitting just on the cusp and trying to prove a point in this one. Welcome to Vaught-Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The running back has it. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right on the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide-open league. So a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important step to getting to that championship game.
The Rebels really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. To throw, it's Simmons. That 3rd down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and hand him the ball.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants to take the top off. Intercepted to stop the threat.
Well, the defense is trying to take a shot against zone coverage, cover 3, and that corner, he's got the deep third of the field, so he's watching the quarterback the entire time. He sees the ball thrown, he's able to react to it and come away with the pick.
A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Quick pass on the jet motion. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
This offense really needs to get something going. Punt on the opening drive, and now a 3rd and 10 coming up. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback
turning it on. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down. You know, you think back on the Jackson Dart era at Ole Miss, the best 3-year run in more than 50 years. Now Austin Simmons steps in, full of potential, Jesse, to lead the Rebels to further glory.
Quarterbacks have played so well under Lane Kiffin in recent years. You can even go ahead of Jackson Dart back to Matt Corral and what he was doing in that offense. So now the lefty takes over. This dude's got a lot of talent. He can make every single throw on the field. Lane Kiffin's playbook is completely at this guy's disposal, and because of that, you know there are going to be a lot of big plays for the Rebels.
Power football with the run. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to pass, it's Simmons. It's complete. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
Look, I know this offense didn't have the opening drive of the game they would have liked, but the defense now came away with a massive takeaway. Now you're seeing how that affects the offense. They're playing with a little bit of a pep in the step. Nice throw there, getting the first down. This offense all of a sudden looks a whole lot different than what they did the last time out.
Power ahead. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, you want to be physical. You want to assert yourselves. And now listen, I know this is a top 5 defense against the run in college football, but you got to believe you can do it and continue to stay balanced and run the football and be physical down here in the red zone.
They give him the rock again on 2nd and goal. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Touchdown! Ole Miss! Fired in from the red zone for the score. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. On the option. The pitch. Out across the 20, they'll mark him out of bounds right at the 21-yard line. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll give it to the back. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter.
Texas A&M 0.
First play of the period, first down here. Gonna run it. It's Owens. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Guys, this is a team that struggled mightily last year, and the entire offseason was built around performing better in ACC play.
Well, they just didn't have the dudes to get it done last year. Didn't have enough talent. But they're a year older. They've gone to the transfer portal. They've done a good job recruiting from the high school ranks. And, David, they think this year they've got the guys they need to win more games in ACC play.
Hey, Coach Paul, you sound like every coach in the country, right? Like, hey, we restocked, we retooled, we're a year older, we went to the transfer portal. Success is coming. Listen, they got to find a way to get better. They got to find a way in games how to execute, how to finish games. They struggled finishing games a year ago. So I'm looking forward to seeing this, and I love the coach being here.
A big third down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
The Aggies have this offense rolling. They'll leave it with him. He steps out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Aggies can really attack on this second and short. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Foundation of Aggie football built on toughness like that, running it like John David Crow back in the day.
And those Texas people are tough and rugged, and you know, they wear their great outfits that you love to watch. But these Aggies, I think they're at their best when they got great running backs. And you've seen Spiller and A-Chain in recent history finding those game breakers, those game busters that can make big plays.
Tune in to the Ocho, 8th play of the drive coming up. Trying play action. Starting to feel a little pressure. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. Texas A&M going up tempo. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Someone moved a little early and the offense will go backward. The officials offer the deal and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Texas A&M will line up with a 1st and goal. Dropping back, it's Reed. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. They'll send the back in motion. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. He wants to throw it. Looking for the goal line. They found a way to get in the ruck, but he has stopped short, and it'll be 4th down.
All right, they get the completion. Don't get the 1st down. So we've got a massive decision now, 4th and inches. Personally, I like QB sneak. I think that picks it up right here. No matter where you are in the field, you can keep this drive going.
Texas A&M looking to convert on 4th here. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. Less than a yard to go for a 1st down, and the offense will remain on the field. Powers forward. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggie.
This has been a back-and-forth battle with a lot of football left to go. Really nice job executing on that rushing touchdown. If they get this extra point, this thing is all tied up.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Miami has the lead right now, but even here in the cradle of coaches, you just never know. This has been a tight one inside Yager Stadium. They're up by 7 over the Rebels. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll go to the ground. Finds a little space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Wants to throw. It's Simmons. Got his man on the outside. Past the 45. On the move at the 30. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. The defense's head may still be spinning. They're just outside the red zone now, 1st and 10 from the 22. They'll try the run. Got a little space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
How how about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football, great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the ground with the back. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Looking to throw, it's Reed. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Fires on the move. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
And once the QB left the pocket, it felt like he was locking in on his dude, his playmaker out wide. I think the defense knew it too. Nice job taking the big playmaker away, breaking on the football, and going making a big INT for this defense.
From the gun, running back gets the give. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
And a flag flies as the pass is incomplete. Let's see who it's on. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Let's see what they've got on second down. Give to the running back. He's in open space downfield. He's run out of bounds, and they'll say he stepped out at the 27.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
And let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. See them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air, it's Reed. Lost one deep down the right side. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Caught near the sticks. It's high. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. To the air on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield very late in the half. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got him downfield. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Will boot it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out the quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives. The best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking for room. It's Moss. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Got it in the middle, it's Concepcion. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Going to take a shot. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game, they pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
And they're able able to get a third down stop here. See if they go for it on fourth. They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Caught over the middle. It's Craver. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. Move those chains without a hitch. Well, actually, with a hitch, but you get the point.
I like that. Nicely done. The defense probably should have understood the ball was coming out quick, something like a hitch, a slant, a screen, something fast. They didn't. QB gets it on the money. Receiver gets the extra yards. Easy pitch and catch for the first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Looking to pass inside the red zone. And they're not on the same page there.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Running back searching for a hole. Breaks into the open. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be third and long. Trying to pick up a first down. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Lets it go to the end zone. It's complete.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip-shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for it.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Aggies.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Attempt the try. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. James Madison is making it look easy today. A special performance that would make the 4th president of the United States proud. They're up by 28 over Georgia Southern. Anything anything can happen down the stretch here in the Sun Belt. It's why we're here to keep you posted. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On the direct snap, it's Lacey. Grab near the sticks, it's Simmons. Speeding down the left side. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Rebels!
This offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field, and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Reed. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
A big third down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle, it's Owens. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Fires to the big fella. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
Yeah, and down by 2 scores, and I guess you get to the point where you got to say, I'm going to go for it. We got to be aggressive. We got to make this happen. Tried to make it happen. The defense comes up big. Now, it is not looking good.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Man, that quarterback knew that was a tiny window to throw into, and he just showed off his cannon of an arm.
And the Rebels will go for it here on fourth down. Caught in the backfield, it's Lee. Out of bounds at the very edge of the red zone at the 20. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
Nah, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the threes. We need sixes.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. The give is to Taylor. Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Simmons. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
A loss of 9 on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the pass falls incomplete, and we've played 3. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them.
Texas A&M 14.
And to christen this 4th quarter, they'll try to hang a 3 on the board. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Craver. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. See what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Going right to work up top. Trying to set up the screen. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. Texas A&M going quickly.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down in the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback has missed some throws, and as a result, in the 4th quarter, they barely have 100 yards passing, and that's why they're losing.
Back to pass, it's Reed. He works his way to the 21-yard line, not enough to pick up the 1st down.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
On 4th down, going to the air. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the 4th quarter. 1st down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
They found a little running room out of the Wildcats, still short of the 1st down marker.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see if they choose to keep the ball on the ground and stay conservative and run that clock.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but touchdown, Ole Miss! And the punishment has been extended. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide.
When you've got a losing skid, there's nothing like some good old home cooking. They came back home, and they have played an outstanding game. And let's give this crowd a helmet stick. They've been so loud. You know they've impacted this game, and that's the beauty of college football, helping their team get back in the win column.
He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Trying the left side. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO.
Oh, he's got some space. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass and was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking deep. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it. But you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback. And again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He's going to throw deep right side. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Off play action on first down. With the catch, it's Owens. Got enough space. Touchdown, Aggies. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
Back to pass, it's Reed. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And these decisions to go for 2, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points. And then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
Number 38 sets a kickoff.
Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Well, great job by the hands team receiving there. They're able to spot the kick, fall on it, make sure they keep possession, secure it. Nice job.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Gets the back moving. On the snap, it's Lacey. He breaks a tackle. He gets it down to the 36 before being knocked out of bounds. Offense gets set for second down. Quarterback may change this route. Back to pass. Shoots it to the left. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got room on the return. He's at the 20. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Texas.
Love to see the defense still fighting hard this late in the game. Great job jumping the route, catching it, takes it back for a touchdown. Not too much time to celebrate, though. You're still trailing in this game. Still got some work to do, but no doubt that play is going to give this defense a little bit more confidence.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
The Rebels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
Well, the offense on third down there, they're just trying to spit the ball out quickly and see if they can get a block and get north. But the defense, really nice job getting after the catch, getting a tackle, and now setting up fourth down.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
I mean, how about it, guys, right? I mean, we're up here in the booth. We can't believe they decided to go for it on fourth down with the lead. We thought maybe, okay, it's just going to come up and try and draw them off sides and get a cheap one and get a cheap first down. But no, this coaching staff, they decided to go out and not just go for it, throw for the first down, and they get it. I guess that explains why they're down there in the sidelines and we're up here in the booth.
They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. Here's the handoff. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. He's got it, and he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a first down.